Coronation Street has a history of portraying the reality of illness and how it affects someone's life and those around them. In upcoming scenes on the ITV soap, one of the show's newest characters could discover they are going to face one of the toughest battles of their lives. Jacob A., played by Jack James Ryan, hasn't had it easy since he arrived on Coronation Street over a year ago as one of the youngsters Harvey Gaskell, Will Miller, had groomed into joining his drug gang. The character is trying to reform himself now and has struck up a romance with Amy Barlow, Elle Mulvaney, in the process. However, as he tries to get his life back on track and tries to stay on the straight and narrow, a roadblock could suddenly appear in the coming months on the ITV soap if he discovers he has testicular cancer. According to the Teenage Cancer Trust, testicular cancer is one of the most common cancers to be diagnosed in young men. The treatments do have a high success rate, meaning patients who are diagnosed can go on to make a full recovery. However, when an individual discovers they are living with the illness, it is still a huge shock to hear and to try and process. A couple of months ago, the actor who plays Jacob, Jack, spoke out about his own diagnosis and the journey he has been on. With his character becoming more prominent on the cobbles, the young soap star has called for the show to feature a testicular cancer storyline. Only a few years ago, the soap tackled cervical cancer with the character of Sinead Tinker, Katie McGlynn, who unfortunately ended up losing her life. In the past couple of weeks, viewers have also discovered Laura Nealon, Kel Allen, has stomach cancer, which is terminal. She is going to make an exit over the next few months, devastating her daughter Kelly Nealon, Millie Gibson, and the Windus family. However, Jacob's story could reflect how people do receive diagnoses but they can go on to lead full and healthy lives. With the support of his girlfriend Amy, the youngster could undergo treatments and highlight the impact it has on his life. Jack said about including his story in the show, "I like the idea of being able to tell stories that I have personal experience with. When I was 18, I was diagnosed with testicular cancer, I'm fine and in remission now. But when I found out, the doctor said that it was common for young men and I had never heard that before. I'd really love to find a way of telling a story like that for Jacob and opening the conversation." In his interview with Inside Soap, the actor opened up about his hopes for Jacob, which could tie in with a possible cancer storyline. The soap star explained, "Jacob needs someone on his side at the moment. I think he and Audie Allahan would make a nice duo. They're similar in age, Audie's quick-witted, funny, and they hang around with the same people. Adam Hussein, who plays Audie, and I get along well too. We'll have to see," he continued. "So could Audie be an ally who supports Jacob through his treatment?" The actor has also opened up about his experience of being diagnosed and the mindset he adopted to get through the challenging moment in his life. Jack explained, "My brother and mum started crying and I was just kind of in the middle. It was weird, really weird, as though time had stopped. And then I always had this feeling that this isn't going to be the thing that kills me. I don't know why I was so confident," he told the Industry Minds podcast. When an individual suspects they may have testicular cancer, they must always contact their GP to make an appointment. Some of the symptoms of testicular cancer include a swelling or lump, or a heavy feeling in your testicles. Men are encouraged to check their testicles regularly to identify any symptoms early, and this can usually be done in a hot bath or shower. To receive a diagnosis, an individual must undergo a blood test, ultrasound scan and a CT or MRI scan to confirm it is testicular cancer. Treatment should not be seen as scary either, with there being several options to try and ensure an individual gets back to good health. This can include chemotherapy or radiotherapy if the cancer is more advanced, or an individual can undergo an operation to have their testicle removed. A fake or prosthetic testicle can be put in place to ensure everything felt and looked the way it did before the surgery. Over 70,000 men are diagnosed with testicular cancer each year in the UK, according to the Nuts and Bolts charity, with over 575,000 men either living with or have gone through treatment for testicular cancer right now. Therefore, Jacob's storyline would have huge prominence to highlight the reality of what someone goes through from diagnosis to treatment and recovery.